Statements.
Statement pursuant to Standing Order 53-1. Senator for Kitui County, the Honorable Enoch Wumboa.
I thank you, the Speaker. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Education on a matter of county-wide concern regarding the welfare of teachers serving in ASAL and other hard-to-serve areas in Kitui County. Mr. Speaker, sir, Kitui County is predominantly an arid region. However, a significant number of teachers in the county do not benefit from the special allowances and considerations provided by the Teacher Service Commission for those serving in the arid and semi-arid lands and other hard-to-serve areas. In the statement, the committee should address the following. One, which wards in Kitui County are designated by the government as ASAL and hard-to-serve areas? Two, the criteria used by the government to designate areas as ASAL and hard-to-serve areas, the number of teachers in Kitui County currently benefiting from the ASAL and hard-to-serve areas allowance scheme, and the number of those who don't benefit from this scheme. And finally, the plans in place by the Teacher Service Commission to ensure that all deserving teachers in Kitui County benefit from the arid and semi-arid lands and hard-to-serve allowance scheme. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator for Samburu County, the Honorable Dr. Lelegwe. That statement is dropped. The Senator from Busia County, the Honorable Omtata.
Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you for the opportunity. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53(1) to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Tourism, Trade and Industrialization on a matter of national concern regarding the move by the government to grant the Business Bay Square Mall in Isli approval to import 500,000 metric tons of rice into the country. Mr. Speaker, sir, this development has raised concern about the impact of this decision on local rice farmers, the transparency of the quota allocation process, and the apparent bypassing of established regulatory institutions such as the Agriculture and Food Authority, brackets AFA, which under the Crops Act is mandated to oversee decisions related to food crop imports. In the statement, the committee should address the following. One, the criteria and policy justification used by the government to allocate the rice importation quota to Business Bay Square Mall, including whether the process was competitive and aligned with legal and regulatory frameworks such as the Crops Act and the Food Crops Regulations of 2019. Two, the role played by the Ministry of Trade in this importation and why the Ministry of Agriculture and the Agriculture and Food Authority, brackets AFA, were not consulted in a matter that falls under their regulatory mandate. Three, assessment by AFA on the current domestic production and consumption levels of rice and whether a deficit existed to warrant this large-scale importation, especially in light of reports indicating that more than 5,000 metric tons of rice remain uncollected at the Mwea Rice Growers Multipurpose Cooperative Society. The measures in place to cushion local rice farmers from the adverse effects of such imports including the budgetary provisions referred to by the Director General of AFA to procure excess rice from local cooperatives, and how this aligns with Kenya's agricultural policy priorities under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, in brackets, better. 5, impact of rice imports on local market prices and outline strategies being implemented to balance food affordability for consumers while safeguarding the competitiveness and sustainability of local rice production. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
The Senator for Kisumu County, the Honorable Professor Tomojand.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing on a matter of county-wide concern regarding the demolitions that are being carried out in Korando, Tiengre, and other parts of Kisumu County, allegedly to pave way for road expansion. In the statement, Mr. Speaker, this committee should address the following. 1, the legal authority under which the ongoing demolitions in Korando, Tiengre, and other areas of Kisumu County are being conducted. 2, whether the affected residents were issued any form of notice before the demolitions, and whether there was any public participation or stakeholder engagement in accordance with the Constitution and relevant legal frameworks. 3, the status of land on which the demolitions are taking place, specifically whether the affected properties are situated in public, private, or community land. 4, the existence of any compensation or resettlement plans for residents whose homes or properties have been demolished. And lastly, the entities or agencies involved in executing the demolitions and whether they are acting under formal directive or legal mandate. Mr. Speaker, my second statement is on the state of health facilities in Kisumu County. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Health on a matter of county-wide concern regarding the state of health facilities in Kisumu County. In the statement, the committee should, 1, address the state of all public health facilities in Kisumu County, including their level of functionality, staffing, and service availability. 2, whether there are any stalled projects, including those under construction or renovation, stating the reasons for the delays and plans in place to equip these facilities. 3, the efforts by the county government of Kisumu to improve healthcare infrastructure and staffing and to ensure the availability of essential medicines, laboratory services, and emergency care in major county hospitals and health centers. And lastly, where the county government has entered into any partnerships with any development partners to strengthen the county's health system. Mr. Speaker, my third statement is on the role of county governments in national economic planning. Mr. Speaker, these are statements requested under Standing Order 53-1 from the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on a matter of national concern regarding the role of county governments in the formulation and implementation of national economic planning framework. In the statement, the committee should address the following. 1, the framework currently in place to ensure that county integrated development plans, CIDPs, inform and or align with the national government's medium-term plan, the MTP, and overall development priorities outlined in the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, better, and Vision 2030 in general. 2, how the Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council, IBEC, and the National Treasury and Economic Planning ensure that national government's fiscal and economic policies reflect the needs of counties. 3, whether there are plans to strengthen the existing intergovernmental frameworks to institutionalize participation of county governments in national economic policy formulation consistent with the provision of Articles 6, 10, and 174 of the Constitution, and if so, obtain information on such plans. Mr. Speaker, my last statement is on access to and quality of education in the marginalized counties under the competency-based curriculum, CBC. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 531 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Education on a matter of national concern, namely the implementation, access to and quality of education under the competency-based curriculum, CBC, in marginalized counties. In the statement, the committee to address the following: 1, the progress made in rolling out the curriculum-based program, CBC, in marginalized regions, including adequacy of infrastructure and the availability of learning materials tailored to CBC requirements. 2, the challenges faced by schools in marginalized counties in effectively implementing the CBC, including issues relating to teacher preparedness and community awareness. 3, the interventions by the national government and county administration to train and support teachers in delivering CBC in marginalized areas. 4, measures put in place by the State Department for basic education to ensure equitable access to CBC for all learners, with specific focus on girls, children with disabilities, and other vulnerable groups. And lastly, the strategies established to monitor and evaluate the quality and impact of CBC in marginalized counties to inform policy and guide resource allocation. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Eddy for and on behalf of Senator Sifuna.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. I rise to request for statement on behalf of the Senator for Nairobi, Senator Edwin Sifuna. And this is a statement, a request for statement on lack of electricity access in parts of Nairobi City County. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order number 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Energy on a matter of county-wide concern regarding the continued lack of access to electricity in various neighborhoods across Nairobi City County. Mr. Speaker, sir, several areas across Nairobi continue to suffer from power deprivation, either due to prolonged disconnection, non-existence infrastructure, or unexpected neglect. This situation has led to increased insecurity, stifled economic activity, and deepened inequality in places that include Hospital Ward in Mathare constituency, which has been without electricity for over 4 years. 2, Majengo Gorofani in Kamukunji constituency, which has been in darkness for 2.5 years, yet residents still receive Kenya Power bills. 3, Korogosho Ward in Roraka constituency, where, Mr. Speaker, the entire villages such as Gomongo, Ngunyunu, Gitathuru, Iridge, Grogon A, and Grogon B, Korogosho A, Korogosho B, and Nyayo remain unconnected. 3, Reri Gateway, Simba Cool Zone, and Bantu Zone in Kwaruben Ward of Embakasi South, which continue to live without any access to electricity. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, in this statement, the committee should address the following: the plans in place by the Kenya Power to reconnect electricity to Hospital Ward in Mathare constituency, which has been without power for 4 years. 2, the current status and timeline for reconnecting Majengo Gorofani in Kamkunji constituency, where residents have lived in darkness for 2.5 years, yet they continue to be billed. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, whether there are concrete plans by Kenya Power to connect the unserved villages in Gorogosho Ward, that is Gomongo, Ngunyunu, Gitadhuru, Highbridge, Grogan A, and Grogan B, Gorogosho A, and Gorogosho B, and Nyayo, and the areas of Reri Gateway, Simba Cool Zone, and Bantu Zone in Kwaruben Ward, Embakasi. The Senator for Nairobi, Senator Edwin Sifuna. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Haji.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 52.1 to make a statement on a matter of general topical concern, namely the outstanding performance by Faith Kipyegon and Beatrice Chebet at the Eugene Diamond League 2025 Prefontaine Classic held on 5th July 2025 in Eugene, Oregon, USA. Mr. Speaker, can I be protected?
Order, honorable senators. May Senator Haji be heard in silence, please. Proceed, honorable senator.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, Faith Kipyegon's victory in athletics is rooted in humility and determination. Born on 10th January 1994 as the 8th of 9 children to a modest family in Bomet County, she ran barefoot to school and began athletics at the age of 14, after excelling in a physical education PE race, even before owning her first spikes. Her early triumphs include edging out older rivals to claim gold at both the 2011 and 2013 World Cross Country Juniors, and clinching the 1,500-meter titles at the 2011 World Youth and 2012 World Junior Championships. Mr. Speaker, sir, as a senior, her track record over the years speaks volumes. 3-time Olympic champion in the 1,500 meters, Rio 2016, Tokyo 2020, and Paris 2024. 3-time world champion, London 2017, Eugene 2022, and Budapest 2023. Diamond League champion on multiple occasions, including memorable wins in Monaco, Brussels, and Paris. And 2023 world record treble, breaking world records in 1,500 meters, 5,000 meters, and the mile within just 2 months. Mr. Speaker, sir, reflecting on her record-breaking run at the Florence Diamond League, Kipyegon spoke warmly of the role competition played, noting how her rivals stayed with her in the chase. And I quote, Mr. Speaker, sir, Senator Cherargei is making too much noise. Reflecting on her record-breaking run at the Florence Diamond League, Kipyegon spoke warmly of the role competition played, noting how her rivals stayed with her in the chase. To be honest, she says, and I quote, "To be honest, the ladies were pushing me in the race, and that is what I wanted to motivate the younger generation to come and do even better," she said, moved by the sight of competitors gathering to cheer her on as she came around for her lap of honor. During the Eugene Diamond League 2025, in the women's 1,500 meters, Faith Kipyegon delivered a phenomenal performance by clocking an astonishing time of 3 minutes, 48.68 seconds, thereby breaking her previous record of 3 minutes, 49.04 seconds set during the Paris Diamond League in July 2023. This breathtaking feat reaffirms her dominance and relentless pursuit of excellence in middle distance running. What makes this achievement even more remarkable is that it comes just 9 days after she narrowly missed becoming the first woman in history to run a mile under 4 minutes, a feat she has long pursued and which remains within her grasp. But she still managed to run the fastest mile in history by any woman. On the same evening, Mr. Speaker, sir, Beatrice Chebet demonstrated sheer brilliance and tactical mastery to claim victory in the women's 5,000 meters. This was not just a win, but a historic achievement as she broke the world record, clocking an impressive 13 minutes, 58.06 seconds, shaving more than 2 seconds off the previous record set by Ethiopia's Gudaf Segei in Eugene, Oregon in 2022. This made her the first woman in history to run the 5,000 meters under 14 minutes. Chebet's performance was described as a display of sheer brilliance and tactical mastery, as she led from start to finish, maintaining a blistering pace throughout the race. Mr. Speaker, sir, Faith Kipyegon and Beatrice Chebet, two friends who embody the very best of Kenyan talent, combining discipline, resilience, and unmatched skill. Their success in Eugene, Oregon, reminds us all of the immense potential that lies within our nation when talent is nurtured and supported. These two remarkable athletes have once again lifted the Kenyan flag high on the global stage. Their achievements are a testament to Kenya's enduring legacy in athletics and serves as a powerful source of inspiration for the youth across the country. Mr. Speaker, sir, on my behalf, and on behalf of the Senate and the people of Kenya, I extend a heartful congratulations to Faith Kipyegon and Beatrice Chebet for their incredible victories. We celebrate them not only as champions of the track, but as role models for the entire nation. May they continue to shine and inspire future generations as they prepare for more global competitions. I thank you.
Now, honorable senators will come back to this order for purposes of getting comments from honorable senators. But for now, pursuant to Standing Order 45-2, allow me, for the convenience of the House, to rearrange today's order paper. We will now move to order number 8, number 9, number 8, then number 9, and number 10. Then we come back for comments. Clerk, you may proceed to call those orders.
Order number 8, the Seeds and Plant Varieties Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 4 of 2025, first reading. A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Seeds and Plant Varieties Act to introduce a standards-based seed registration system to facilitate timely approval of the seeds varieties and for connected purposes.
Next order.
Order number 9, the Social Protection Bill, National Assembly Bills number 12 of 2025, second reading, division.
Sergeant at Arms, kindly ring the division bell for 1 minute. No, it's ringing. Sergeant at Arms, kindly ring the division bell for further 3 minutes.
Well, the senators are about to go into division regarding the Social Protection Bill. This is a bill originating from the National Assembly. The Social Protection Bill number 12 of 2025, a bill that is co-sponsored by the Senate Majority Leader, Honorable Aaron Cheruiyot. This is a bill that is at its second reading stage, and the vote that they will be taking is that the bill be read a second time for it to be able to proceed into the next stage, that is it being considered at the Committee of the Whole. And this is a bill that seeks to reduce poverty and vulnerability and improve the well-being of people by providing assistance, services and programs that build human capital, as well as cushion people against risks and contingencies throughout their life cycles. The bill provides for the establishment of the National Board for Social Protection. You will recall that there are already a number of programs that are targeting to reduce poverty and vulnerability among the citizenry of Kenya. However, this is a bill that proposes the establishment of a National Board for Social Protection. And in that particular board, their functions and composition will be defined, the powers that they will be possessing, as well as its source of funds. Some of the functions of the board will include advising the Cabinet Secretary on matters relating to social protection, designing and implementing social protection interventions, as well as programs, also providing social assistance and social care to the vulnerable persons in the society, also coordinating social protection interventions, establishing and maintaining a social protection registry, among other mandates, as will be defined within their functions or their powers. The 3-minute division bell has ended. The House has attained the quorum for the vote to be taken. As we can see that the clerk is trying to ascertain whether the number is present. If the number is present, then they will go ahead into the division process. We shall be waiting to be guided by the House, but this is a bill that also touches on the counties and therefore has been forwarded to the Senate for consideration. Debate already took place conclusively or comprehensively on the floor of the House. So the voting is for it to be read a second time and move into the next stage. At the next stage, that is where, in case the members have any amendments into the bill, then they will be able to consider those amendments, proposals, and then they